And good afternoon, and thank you for joining us for the news at noon. I'm Mark Hall. We begin with breaking news out of Prince George's County. College Park Mayor Patrick Warrion has been arrested for possession of and distribution of child pornography. Now, he was arrested at his home earlier this morning, and Prince George's County Police were alerted about a social media account with graphic images by the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. Investigators discovered that account belonged to Warrion. Police found several cell phones, a storage device, a tablet, and a computer in his home. Warrion has been mayor since 2015. He's served with the city since 2007. Warrion is charged with 40 counts of possession of child porn images and 16 counts of distribution. The city of College Park released a statement saying that last night after business hours, Mayor Patrick Warrion submitted his letter of resignation to the city of College Park. The city thanks Warrion for his many years of dedicated service. Well, police are set to hold a news conference at 12:15, and we're going to bring that to you once it begins. Well, developing now, Jason Lewis, the former D.C. government employee accused of shooting and killing 13-year-old Karon Blake, has been indicted on 6 counts. Karon Blake died in early January. Lewis told police that he was awakened one morning when he heard something happening down the street. He says he went to investigate while armed with a gun. Surveillance footage from neighborhood cameras shows Lewis firing several shots. The ex-government employee faces several second-degree murder charges. His next court appearance is scheduled for March 9th. Well, a man is dead and a woman recovering after a shooting off of the 14th Street last night. D.C. police still working to name a suspect. D.C. News Now's Lex Juarez has the latest on the investigation and what neighbors are saying about what happened.
A lengthy investigation. You can see detectives still processing the scene in the 1400 block of V Street, still blocked off as investigators trying to nail down exactly what happened and who was behind the trigger. Well, one thing they do know, there was more than one gun involved and a lot of shell casings left behind. Now, police say a man was shot in the stomach and a woman who was walking down the street hit in the leg. The man was taken to a local hospital where he died, and that woman also taken to a hospital, and she's expected to be okay. Now, cars that were parked on the side of the road and apartment buildings here on V Street were also hit with bullets. It happened around 9:30 at night, which is a busy time of night when this part of town is bustling. Police are doing all they can to find whoever was involved.
These suspects, whoever they are, when we find them, just brazenly fired weapons in the middle of a street in a busy near a busy intersection at a fairly early time in the night.
And people living in the neighborhood say they're surprised that this happened.
It's sad. It's sad that, I guess, the crime that goes on around here. I'm definitely out here at 9:30, much later than that sometimes. Just stay with your buddies to keep somebody close and don't go out of the house alone.
Well, as the investigation continues, police are asking people if they saw or heard anything to contact the police department. In the meantime, they are looking for any video of the shooting so that they can continue to put the pieces together. In Washington, I'm Lex Juarez, DC News Now.
Thank you, Lex. Developing now, 3 teenagers are recovering after a suspected drug overdose in Arlington. It happened yesterday at Boston Quarter. Officials say that officers gave Narcan to 2 of the teens. All 3 were taken to the hospital. Right now, data shows that annual overdose deaths in Virginia have more than doubled since 2019. And according to Montgomery County Public Schools, youth overdoses for 2022 were up 50% from the year before. The county executive held a news conference about the problem. Take a listen to what County Executive Mark Elrich had to say.
Focusing on how to help our community and what we can do to address more than just school-age kids. There's prevention work being done with an emphasis on community awareness. The county and its partners can help identify treatment options.
In health news, drug maker Eli Lilly is capping the out-of-pocket cost of insulin at $35 a month, and it will also lower the price of its most commonly prescribed insulin products by 70%. The move is something experts say other drug makers should follow. More than 8 million Americans with diabetes rely on insulin. Eli Lilly is one of 3 drug makers that dominates the insulin market. Washington correspondent Rashad Hudson has more.
Eli Lilly announced Wednesday its new pricing for insulin, capping out-of-pocket costs at $35 a month.
the largest manufacturer of insulin in the United States of America, agreed to do just that.
While speaking at an event for House Democrats Wednesday evening, President Biden praised the move and called on others to do the same.
Every other company making insulin is going to have to lower their prices to $35 because they can't compete.
The American Diabetes Association says 37 million Americans have diabetes and 8 million require insulin. Virginia Democratic Senator Tim Kaine calls it a smart play by the drug maker.
Wayne Gretzky says, don't skate to where the puck is, skate to where the puck's going. And Eli Lilly has decided they're going to skate to where the puck's going.
And Missouri Republican Senator Josh Hawley criticized escalating costs.
Could have done this years ago. They didn't do it because they weren't forced to do it, because they liked making all of those profits off of the backs of people who are desperate for insulin and have to have it literally in order to live.
Well, hundreds of parents and teachers speaking out, addressing D.C. council members about ongoing bus issues for their kids and other students. It happened during a public hearing session on yesterday. One of the main issues, canceled and delayed bus services for students with disabilities. The D.C. agency in charge of the service blames staffing shortages for the dozens of daily impacted routes. Parents say the problem is frustrating and leads to a loss of learning. They also say it's a safety hazard.
It's not fair. It's not fair that we do not have consistency for our children. I feel that leadership and the powers that be that make those decisions at the top should have an effective contingency plan in place.
There's another meeting set for Friday, and D.C. education leaders are expected to respond to the many complaints. Well, now food distribution centers across the country are preparing for a rise in the number of families in need of help. The Alexandria, Virginia-based nonprofit Alive says that it has been making sure that shelves stay stocked for families in need. Volunteers tell us that many people who struggled during the pandemic are now struggling with inflation. Organizers believe that this month could get extremely busy.
Kind of a different ballgame now than it was back then, but I think we're still feeling, the cumulative effects of all of these years of uncertainty and instability and reduced income in already vulnerable communities.
Well, today Alive is opening its second location on Mount Vernon Avenue in Alexandria to help keep up with demand.